I just started my stream, so just give it a second to boot up. Alright, sorry. Everything is set up, everything is good. My notes are up. I'm unmuting. Don't say any racial slurs. Alright, cool. Does anyone remember what happened? Where are we?
Yeah. We went to the council where basically frickin' Zerulius was crowned, and someone has most of the council members under their spell, so they all were voting for Zerulius, and he used the opportunity to get us thrown in jail because we were a voice of dissent, and he silences dissent.
No, we didn't have the book. That's why we were thrown in jail, because supposedly we were the last ones seen with the book, but we didn't have it to give it to him, and that's why we were arrested.
Well, you guys also just didn't tell him. Well, you told him it was back with the king, and he didn't really accept that. You guys, I don't know why you guys just didn't tell him that you gave it away to an evil dude.
He would have just arrested us for that, so, I mean...
Maybe, but... But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Does anyone have anything they want to say before we jump right into it, or?
I mean, we're in jail. What are we supposed to say?
Well, you're not in jail yet. I rewatched the last episode to make sure exactly what I said. So you're being escorted to jail. So if there's any things you want to do before that.
Do we have the option of not going quietly?
I mean, of course you do.
We saw how that went.
But
how many guards are escorting us?
How many guards are escorting you? Let's see.
2, 6,
30.
Let me check.
God, I haven't played this character in so long. What do I...
So there's 6 of those kind of shittier guards that were in the tower, and there's 10 of those full-plated big ass badass dudes.
Really? 15 guards to escort us? Jesus.
Yeah, you guys are kind of badass group of people.
Do they escort us through any kind of vulnerable area where we might be able to get away?
I mean, if you're agreeing to go with them, they're gonna ask for your weapons at that point and be making you walk single file. So there's no real if you want to run without your gear, maybe you can try, but they haven't shackled you yet. But I'm assuming you've surrendered your main weapons. They haven't searched you, but they're just asking for whatever's at your. Sorry, what?
As I recall, we were just being escorted. They didn't ask for our weapon.
Right. So I mean, when I say escort, I mean they're not just gonna let you walk with your fucking blades just in your hands walking through, right? They're not gonna disarm all your shit, but whatever's in your hands that you could use as a weapon, they're gonna ask for you to give it to them. So they're not gonna search you, but they're gonna if you're clearly holding a fucking huge ass sword, they're gonna give that to us now.
But it's not in my hands. I never drew it. You said what's in your hands. It's not in my hands.
You know what I mean. What is on your belt? What's easily accessible as a deadly weapon. They're not going to let you walk with a fucking machete or whatever you have. Great sword bullshit.
It's not a machete. It's just my great sword.
But
okay?
They're not searching you. So if you have a hidden dagger somewhere, they're not going to ask for that at this point.
My gear stored in my
in your prison wallet. I hand over my dagger and crossbow. I don't care.
Okay.
She's like, whatever, I don't need these to do damage.
They
I look a little sick to my stomach, like I might vomit some wasps. I'm just
they
kidding.
actually don't want your specifically. They don't want your weapons. They want your spell component pouch.
Oh.
Well, I keep my spell components in my prison wallet, so
Well, prepare for your examination.
Oh my lord.
So do you hand this over?
yeah, sure.
All right. I'm assuming everyone else hands over their big ass weapon that they have with them, right?
Yeah, but whoever takes it from me, I'm gonna like pull him close and whisper in his ear, I want this back later, and like bare face. No, I'm kidding, I don't actually do that.
Roll for initiative. Okay. Okay. So you will be
My weapons are in my quiver.
But do they know that?
Do they let me keep my shield? It's not a weapon.
Yes. Does your shield? Can you put your shield like on your back?
Yeah.
Yeah, they let you do that.
Put your
you're-
shield on someone else's back?
No. How is your quiver displayed? Like, can you see the weapons in the quiver, or is it like magically they're in
Nope,
the quiver?
looks empty.
It looks empty. Okay, they will let you keep
Yep.
it for now then.
Okay, I call them suckers.
Can I just like put my weapon in his quiver?
I mean, they'll see you do that and then ask for
Like,
the
here,
quiver.
bro, hold this for me. Yeah, no, I know. I wouldn't do that. Just me.
Interestingly enough, look at my hand here. You can look at my character sheet, John. I literally have 6-foot iron bars also in my quiver.
And wait, so how does this quiver work? You can't see what's in it. No one can see these things sticking out of the quiver.
Yeah, it's like a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's basically like candy haversack, bag of holding, but it's like a
So is
quiver
all
instead.
your weapons in there? Your bow, everything?
Bow, my scythe, all my arrows. 6-foot iron bars.
Okay.
I don't know why I chose that. I just thought at some point, you know what, we're gonna want a 6-foot iron bar. Like when we go to prison and Natalia doesn't have her great sword, I can say, here, hit somebody with this.
Well, you're not at prison yet. They're just walking you through the town, so things might get different when you get to actual jail. So, anyways, so I'm assuming you're not doing anything special. when you
I'm
go
sorry,
to-
what was the word out of your mouth?
I'm assuming you're not doing anything special when you're on the route there.
I don't know. What are the races of our guards? Are they human?
That's a good question. Let me see.
I just want to know if if any of them are not human.
Yeah, there are some elves amongst them, and yeah, they're mostly elves and humans. There's
Okay, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to one of the magical. I'm gonna call them magical guards.
the shittier ones. They're the magic.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, they're
oh,
the magical. One of the magical elven guards, and I'm gonna explain to him. You realize that. Let's see if I can. Do you want the exact words, or can I paraphrase?
Whatever you want.
Paraphrasing. You realize that Zerilius is corrupt, evil, and has charmed the rest of the council. And you're basically throwing the only people who can probably help you in jail right now. Regardless of whether or not you're a guard, I'm not asking you to betray anything. I just want you to be aware of that. And maybe when you realize that I'm telling the truth, you can spread that word.
Oh, those are wild accusations. Aurelius was seen healing people, and
I just want that out there, okay? If you want to choose to be
Sure.
stupid and have the wool pulled over your eyes, go for it, buddy. I think I realize Saska's not helping his cause by being a dick, but you know what? Saska's a dick.
Well, I'm sure your time in court, you'll have time to present any evidence you have of this, but
Really? Would you like to bet on that? That we'll never see a day in court?
you most definitely will. I can promise you that.
Really? So, within the first 5 minutes of Zerilius becoming your so-called regent, how many different things did he change that are traditions? 4? 5?
None.
Really? Really? So, How do you normally select your new rulers?
He's not the
Is
ruler.
it by vote of the council? Really? Were you not there at the thing when he became?
Yes.
The regent?
I remember you saying this as well. He is interim leader until we select a new one. He's not. He's acting.
Oh.
He's not. And he's not official.
Really?
He
And
said
who
as
decided? Who decided that you were not going to hold the contest?
We are to hold the contest, but it is unreasonable to hold it so soon. We must repair the city and gather our resources before we can hold such an
Don't
event.
waste your breath, Saska. They clearly are under the impression that he's going to give up his power.
Okay, well, we'll see. I just want to get that out there so that somebody, and I'm like looking at the rest of the guards, there's at least 15 people here who heard me utter these words, and in a month's time, when everything comes true, they're going to think back and say, wow, that half-elf really knew what he was talking about.
That's what they all say.
Really? There are other half-elves that accuse Aurelius of...
No, all the
of
prisoners
being,
we escort
corrupt.
claim to be innocent, and that
Oh.
we'll all know the truth eventually. It's not a very original story.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if it's a story or not.
We shall. And they'll escort you to the Geffen cell blocks, which I don't know if everyone went there, but this is kind of what I imagine it would look like.
Only I went.
Only you went? Okay, yeah, so you recognize the Geffen cell blocks. And
I give Pain and Chaos a solid nod as we walk.
you're not there yet.
Damn it.
But as you're walking through like the hallways into like the actual cells, there is a room to your right as you're passing by, and as you get to the front of the door, one of the guards turns and begins to search you all thoroughly for any weapons and stuff, and puts them in this room basically. So any weapons that they were holding, all the guards bring it in there, and then he actually begins like an actual like search of like weapons on you. So
Easy on the goods, buddy. I have a lawyer.
so we can just like skip this unless anyone's trying to conceal anything. If you are, then you're gonna make a sleight of hand versus their perception. Blah blah blah. So is anyone try to conceal anything?
I don't announce the fact that my quiver is filled with weapons.
They're not gonna let you bring in a quiver
Why not?
Sure, I'll give it a
because they
try.
won't let you carry in anything
Yikes.
aside from what they like. You're bringing in basically the clothes on your back. You have no reason to have anything else with you. Do you usually get into prisons with random objects, or do you usually just get in with like a pair of clothes?
It's
I
okay.
usually don't get thrown in prison on the word of one person
It's okay.
with no proof.
They'll give us utensils. We can make shivs.
What are you trying to conceal, Natalia?
Something in my hair. I have a
Something
lot of
in your hair?
Yeah.
You're actually trying to hide that dagger in your hair.
Have you ever heard of like hiding something on the back of your neck and having your hair
A
cover
dagger?
it? Yeah.
Okay.
Look here, why don't you go read some Anita Blake books and then talk to me about hiding weapons, okay?
Okay.
She hides a like 5-foot long sword
In her hair?
no, she has like a sheath made that like goes down the middle of her back.
Oh, like
And
Wonder
the
Woman?
hilt is like behind her hair.
Okay, that's
I don't know
different
how
than a dagger, because it weighs 1 pound and it's not very small. But anyways, I think that's reflected in your roll, so he's gonna perceive.
to roll sucked.
I just need to find his character sheet. Where is my big boys?
It's just hair decoration, guys. It's not a weapon.
Ooh, we need to get you some sharpened chopsticks.
Oh my
damn it.
god! Well, he barely finds it as he's combing through your hair, and he's oh, what's this? And he like pulls it
It's
out.
hair decoration, and he believes me.
No, he doesn't. He takes it out and just gives you like a shake of his head and throws it into the room. Is anyone else?
Does he believe me now?
Are you actually doing this?
No. He'll
Okay.
probably kill me if I try to cast spells on him.
Well, I don't, because you don't actually cast spells, right? This is a spell-like ability, so I don't know if you have somatic components and all that.
True.
I assume you do, though.
Probably, the thing that lets me use them just says it's, they can use command charm and, or command and charm person each once per day. It doesn't say that they're used any differently than they would normally be used, though, so I'm assuming they would still have the normal component.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like waste time looking it up. I'll just say like
Yeah.
you would have to do some sort of
Yeah,
thing
I'm not
that's
going
clearly
to, so it's
okay.
it's fine.
Does anyone else want to do anything, or are you willingly submitting everything? Your
I'm
wands,
willingly
anything?
submitting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything. I don't care.
Okay. So after you are fully disarmed, they take your shield too, Escanor. They're not gonna let you walk in with anything.
Damn.
Can I sleight of hand it?
No, it's too big. I don't know how you can
There's
hide
my
your
shield here. It's just my very robust belly. And it's very hard. I work out a lot.
And then as you're about to go through a next room, there is a old man with a bunch of collars looking at you guys, and as you come in,
Fuck.
the guards tell
fucking
you to
collaring me. I'm not a fucking dog.
So as you walk in, you notice that these collars are made of steel, and they look like they have like these like diamonds in them. They're like sparkling, like they're encrusted throughout the metal. It looks kind of weird. But yeah, as you come in, the old man will come up to each one of you and attempt to collar you.
This is feeling way too divinity-like, and I'm not okay with it.
Do any of you say anything or try to resist being collared or ask any questions?
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
So the old man says, it's a human, elderly male. He says, well, as you know, we are a magic city and we don't take any chances with any magical criminals. These will prevent any spells being casted in here.
Excuse me, did you say criminals?
Oh, sorry. Alleged criminals. I don't believe you have been convicted yet, but,
So alleged criminals don't need collars, right?
well, we can't just have people using spells in prison. It's not...
It's okay to do it in the council room, but not in prison.
Dude, he took our spell components. How are we gonna cast spells?
You of all people should know Geffen is a very magical city. We know there are ways of casting spells beyond understanding. People have innate spells.
I don't see why we need collars if we haven't been accused of anything. Just put us in a cell. We can't get out anyway, right?
Not with these collars on, you won't be able to.
What are the collars?
I look at it and I say, do what you got to do, and I step forward.
What are the collars made out of? Leather?
Give me a
Like
perception
I know you
check.
said there were
Yeah.
diamonds, but
So yeah, as you look at these things closer, they're made of like, it looks like pure, pure like steel, not like iron or bronze, or it's like steel, and within the metal, it looks like it was either forged with or magically infused with like specks of like these turquoise diamonds. Like there's just like specks of them in the metal. And as Saska steps forward and he opens up the collar, you can see there's like a magical rune on the inside. With your perception check, you would know this to be like a clearly part of a spell that's going to take place that will inhibit what you can put together will inhibit some magic going on. So as the collar touches Saska's neck and closes on, you see it start to glow, and it just gives off like a faint, like magical glow when it's around his neck. And you have the effects permanently on you of Dispel Magic currently. And if no one says any or tries to say anything else, they will be collaring each of you with these things.
I say, what do you think you're doing? Catfolk are allergic to steel. Why would you try to put steel on me?
Is that an actual true thing?
No.
He'll make a knowledge check to see if he knows about cat folk. Oh, don't be silly. I know I've seen quite a few cat folk in my day, and lying's not gonna get you anywhere. And he goes to collar you. So he
We'll
collars.
make it really tight, okay?
Oh, he looks at you strangely. It's.
Do we have bed sheets in our cells by any chance?
Why, yes, our cells are quite adequate.
Oh, good, good.
So yeah, you all get these magical collars put on you, and you're escorted to one. They put you all in one cell, and your few cell as you're getting put back. I know you wanted to say something. If you wanted to, you go past those two ladies that you put here, and as you're walking through, they kind of like look up and like look in shock as they see you going into this one of these cells. Do you say
I shoot them finger guns as I walk past.
They kind of look at you and then look sad, like you were their one hope to get out of here. They go back to their depressive states.
Yeah, Escanor is pretty upset right now. In his mind, this city can fucking burn.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are put into one big cell. There's only 2 beds in here. And yeah. I don't know if you want to make perception checks of the cell to get more details or if you're looking at anything specific. But they kind of just shut the cell, and there's 2 of those big guards stay at the entrance of your cell, and then the rest of them kind of like leave, and one stands like at the end of the hall, one of the lower magic-y guards. Yeah, the cell bars are made of iron, and the floor is just kind of dirt, and the walls on the side are stone. And there's a small window about 8 feet high above one of the beds, and it's barred with iron bars as well.
What does the lock look like? Like, is it just one of those, like, what you would think of in, like, a cartoon or an old kind of jail cell where it's just, like, got a keyhole? Or what kind of lock is on the jail cell?
Yeah, so it's one of those where, so, like, they kind of, like, it just kind of, the door kind of closes and then, like, interlocks with, it's just, like, a bar that closes, and they have just, like, one of those, like, clasp locks. If you know what I'm talking about. It's like a big lock with like a big keyhole on it. Looks to be made of iron as well. And yeah, if you guys want to chat amongst yourselves or talk about a game plan or anything, but nothing's going to kind of happen for a while, so we can skip through some time until something happens, or did you guys want to try
How are
it?
our collars locked?
What's that?
How are the collars locked?
So you're not sure. It looks like if you guys examine each other's lock, like when he had it open, it was like there was no clasp or anything, and it just looked like it was like a broken piece of metal. And then when he like closed it, it looks like it's just a solid piece. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is magically locked around
closed?
you. Yeah, so all of them are like faintly glowing. It seems like if you give me an Arcana check. Yeah, with enough time that you're sitting in jail, you examine these, you can kind of put together that this is... I'll give you the spell name and kind of a little more details, but I don't think you're going to be able to do anything with that. This seems to be, when you were looking at the magical rune and the combination of this being like activated once it touched Saska's skin, you think this to be a symbol of dispelling that was inscribed on these magical collars. And that's kind of like a persistent effect that happens that's like dispel magic on the person, and it's been combined with some sort of magical lock on these collars. So what's the game
What about
plan?
the shackles?
No one's shackled. You're not like shackled or bound or anything. You just have a collar around your neck and you're in this jail cell.
So these collars also work on spell-like ability.
Depends, I guess. What do you have in mind?
Well, like my hexes aren't technically spelled.
How tight are they around the necks?
They're not like super tight, but they're tight enough where it's pressing against your throat. Like not like choking you, but like it's resting on your skin.
Can you get a finger around it?
You can get a finger in it, yeah. Can you post your hex, or let me look it up? Maybe it would work. If your hex can work through someone casting Dispel Magic, then it will work.
There's no way hexes work through Dispel Magic.
Okay. Well.
I mean, I don't know the rules, but I highly doubt it.
Let me just quickly look up hexes. Grant them the powers of. They're called magic hexes. Oh, they're called. Witches are enough magic tricks called hexes. I'm gonna say you're not gonna be able to get it through here, because it's like constantly dispelling your magic. I don't think you can hex through that.
Okay.
Unless you have some sort of good rule lawyering for me.
I was looking it up, but I'm looking. I'm looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty obvious to Sasuke there's nothing he can do, so he's basically just sitting there.
Okay.
Are these collars radiating the dispel?
I mean, you guys don't have really detect magic, so I kind of gave you a little more than probably should, but you can tell it's like radiating like a faint glow, so clearly some magic effect is like constantly being applied to you. I mean, you guys have been around magic long enough. You kind of can understand that this is like a constant magic effect that's being put onto you. But yeah, do you guys have any chatter you want to talk to each other about, or are you guys just sitting there silently accepting your fate?
I so badly want to use my necklace and see if all the fucking images come out and then see the guards shit their pants. How did you do that?
So they specifically did not ask for your necklace, so yeah, you do have your necklace on.
Before she does that, I look at Shirazé and ask her to come over without, just more like motion her to come over to me.
So I do.
And I basically just kind of mutter, I'm going to try something, don't freak out.
Are you whispering this?
I guess I would have to, yeah, if we're towards the back of the cell.
Okay, I just need to do something that's not relevant. Keep going.
Yeah, totally.
So I put on a somber looking face, like I'm acting like I'm defeated or whatever, and I'm like, I could really use a hug, and I lean in and I try as hard as I can to get the collars as close to each other as possible.
Oh, are you trying to dispel it itself?
Dispel the lock if they're radiating dispel magic.
It's a good idea.
I'm hugging him.
I hug him very closely.
The guards don't seem to be reacting to whatever you're doing. So what? You're just trying to like hug her, but get your neck close enough to her neck and get the things next to each other.
Wherever we saw the seam close is where I'm trying to make sure the collars are touched.
Oh, okay. Roll me a D100.
AKA DM didn't think about this, so if you roll really good, he'll let it work.
Maybe. Yeah,
Nope.
no. You try to like hug her awkwardly, and your necklaces are touching, and it just doesn't seem like anything's really happening.
All right. So I release her after an awkward moment.
I sort of awkwardly pat him on the back and then go sit by Natalia.
So if you guys aren't going to have any chatter with each other, I'm going to skip ahead for like an hour or so, and then something's going to happen. So do you guys want to talk about anything? Or you guys are sitting there in silence after that, or?
Just contemplating on how many people we saw on the way in and how many I'm gonna have to kill.
Okay.
I am flexing my claws.
Okay.
My murder mitten.
I might have to have an
mean,
alignment
does
change, I
Does
guess.
it matter? What do you want to know? What we're thinking, type thing? Or...
Well, I mean, I just if you guys want to RP, you don't have to. I just mean I would imagine a group of party gets thrown in jail. You want to talk to each other about what you want to do or what your plans are.
Saska's pretty irritated, so he's just sitting there in silence.
Okay.
He's thinking this town is filled with stupid people, and what do you do when stupid people need help? Nothing.
Okay.
I asked Natalia if I can put braids in her hair.
Okay.
Cool, that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. So an hour into your braiding and everyone silently sitting there. This music needs to change slightly. Let's play a little more ominous music. So none other
Hold
than...
on, I need a second.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one wanted to try and bend the bars.
Actually, I was considering trying to use my claws to pick the lock. So I asked
Ooh.
about it.
The only problem with bending the bars and picking locks is then what? Then we murder our way out of, this prison cell, kill 30, 40 people. I mean, these people are, they're stupid and they're human, which is like double indemnity, but you don't deserve to die.
Oh, I thought you guys said the city should burn. I don't know. So I thought you wanted to just go on a murder rampage and kill everyone.
Technically, I said that.
No, I said that earlier when you guys were not here.
Oh.
Watch the city burn.
I'll fiddle while it burns.
Jesus.
Not really burn, but it's more like, you know what? You chose this path, I'm gonna leave you to your devices. You wanted Zerilius, you got Zerilius. Unless I decide to kill him.
You back
Well,
good
the
with?
problem is that it was basically the council, and the people were being manipulated. It's not like they held a vote and every single person
I guess
voted.
we are having a conversation because Saska is going to reply with, you know what? This is by that man's admission, a highly magical city, okay? Somebody in this town has got to not be stupid, okay? And yet, here's a man, this corrupt guy, Zerilius, who managed to take over the entire council with very little resistance whatsoever. All these intelligent people here, and nobody could figure it out.
It's not a matter of figuring it out. Didn't you see they were all under some sort of spell or enchant?
The gnome wasn't, and I'm sure there are thousands of magicians in this town.
Do you think, really, seriously, that if the gnome had said what was really on his mind, that he wouldn't be in the cell next to us? Because I'm pretty sure.
That's cowardice. He's a coward. If you're not willing to stick up for something, I'm
that's
certainly
biding
not
your
willing to.
time to do something effective instead of getting yourself thrown into a jail cell for ideals and morals. It's having a plan. And
Are you guys arguing this out loud?
And letting other
I
people
assume
go
so.
to prison for you is still reprehensible.
I understand the sentiment, Saska, but the thing is I feel like that, at the very least, he's playing the long.
And he's not sitting in prison. We are.
True. As you say,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Saska is really done with his town. The minute he gets the chance to leave, he's leaving. Almost nothing is going to make him stay here.
Just because I'm not sure if, like, out of character, some of you are kind of annoyed at this situation. I'll just shed a little light on this, just because I think people miss this. I did do a whole segment where there was a bard singing his praises. People were talking about how he's healing everyone. So no one really thinks he's corrupt except for you guys. So I don't know why you think everyone would think that. But anyways, we'll go on from that. And as Sasuke says, like, oh, we're sitting in prison, he's not, kind of thing. As you finish saying that, a hooded man makes his way into the jail, and it is Aurelius. And he orders the guards to give him a few minutes with you guys to talk to you, and they salute him and walk out. And they are outside of the realm of hearing, or within a distance. Like, they're not like left the building, they're like out on the edge of the hallway, just like standing guard. And you guys are like within, like, I don't know, 40-50 feet inside from that hallway. And Aurelius kind of pulls back down his hood, and you can see outside now that it's gone later, so it's been like an hour or two since you've been thrown in jail. And he looks at all of you. Do you guys say anything? He kind of sits there.
I approach the bars and stare at him right in the face.
The bed in here, is it made of wood?
The beds are made of wood, yes.
Then I'm ignoring him, and I'm walking over and I'm breaking off one of the wooden legs of the bed.
Stealthily, or are you just breaking it off like loudly and not giving a fuck?
Not stealthily. I don't give a fuck. I want a splinter. Okay, that's what I want. Once I get a nice long splinter, I'm picking the shit out up from underneath my nails.
Okay. So as you go to the bed and start breaking it apart, he will stand back from the bars and look at you curiously.
Okay, I break the wooden leg up until I get a nice splinter that I can clean out the shit from underneath my nails.
Sure, you do that.
So I look him full on in the face and I say, "What do you want?"
He kind of looks at Sasuke and he says, "Is there going to be a problem? Do I need to call the guards back here, or can we have a civilized chat?"
Not at the moment. I look at him, but I'm gonna kill you eventually, so take that into consideration.
He kind of chuckles. I will consider that, and that's why you are where you are, as I've already considered it. So we both know that you guys had the spellbook at one point, and I need to know where it is. And we can get this all sorted out.
I told you where it was, and if you want to go, find the king's body and find the king's spellbook, then you do that.
The problem is we can't find his body, and we have it on good authority that you were the last ones to hold that spellbook.
I'd be interested to know who this good authority is.
He kind of looks side to side, and he whispers to you guys, "We both know we've spoken to the god, or he's spoken to us. He tells me you have the book."
I laugh.
He tells you that we have the book? He tells you that we have the book. You're full of...
Don't you think that if we had the book, we would have given it to you? We don't have the book. Gave it to the...
Alright, let's not mince words. You have a page of the book, and I need that page.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I was afraid of this. I have a certain spell that I wish not bestow on my worst enemy, but if you will not cooperate, I will have to curse one of you.
So
I
you're
mean-
finally showing your colors, huh?
Sounds like it.
It's unfortunate, but it was the only choice I had to make here.
You see my face? This is what Sauce is going. Right, like, oh, woe is me. I have to make a bad choice. You're an evil piece of shit.
The spellcaster.
What choice do you have to make?
The spellcasters here have grown arrogant. They don't even allow clerics to partake in the ruling of this city.
Evil piece of shit.
It's easy
Now,
for
if you
you to
don't
judge.
mind, it is easy for me to judge. You're an evil piece of shit. Now, if you don't mind, the stuff underneath my fingernails is more interesting.
So none of you want to volunteer this page to me?
I flip him off.
How many of you are
I
there?
flip him.
There's 4 of you, right?
Yeah.
He turns to Escanor, and as he's about to chant some words, he says, "Are you all sure about this?"
Can I reach him?
No, he's behind. He's once he saw Saska sharpening a piece
Can
of
we
wood.
pause for a second?
Yeah, yeah.
My baby's crying, and I just like to try to get her calmed down, so I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can actually do shit.
But yes, you get the impression he's about to curse you. But when she gets back, he has like a final like thing he wants to say before he does it. But
So the GIF you can't really see all that well, but it's the murder mittens.
I can't look at Discord.
Oh, I know.
Oh, actually, I can, but the GIF's not loading.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not playing.
Oh,
The person presses on the beans and the
the claws
razors come out. Coward. Hiding behind the bars. We need a minute too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be right back too.
All right, let's just take a 5-minute break then. Just chill.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Alright, I think I have her sidetracked for a little bit. We'll see how long this lasts.
We're just chilling for a
Okay.
few minutes because I think they just got a call or whatever.
Okay. I gave her some Cheetos. She's never had Cheetos before, so she's intrigued.
He's about to cast Ice Storm on you guys.
He's got to do what he's got to do.
Does Ice Storm work indoors?
Probably. I don't think those spells are contingent on being outside.
He's not actually doing that, but I was just wondering. It just sounds weird. It's just like snow just starts coming from where? It's
Just magically appears in the air.
magically
and just-
appears. Magic.
Jose's on a call with one of his workers.
Yeah, yeah, no rush.
Okay.
I just got a beer. Chilling.
God, I want some of your beef stew so bad.
I wish you were here to enjoy it.
I was like venting to my mom about how it's like so fucking irritating sometimes cooking for Jeff because it just seems like our tastes are like so different. So all the things like I want to make and cook, he like doesn't like or isn't like super into. And so it's just like on the one hand, there's like the part of me that just wants to cook whatever the fuck I want to eat. Like if I'm cooking, I'm gonna make what I'm gonna eat
True.
and enjoy it. But then there's the other part of me that's like, well, I still want the people I'm cooking for to like enjoy it.
No. Here,
There's-
this is how you do this. When you cook, you make what you want. When he cooks, he makes what he wants. Easy.
True.
And then none of you say shit. No complaints. You just eat what's in front of you.
No, that never works that way.
Well, that's how I would do it. And that's why I'm single.
When my mom cooks, she puts all the garbage in it and then complains to me that I don't like good food.
See, my problem with that is is my husband then would do like oh, okay, well, I'm cooking tonight. I'm going to make hot dogs. And then that's when I'm like, fine, I'll fucking cook because I don't want to eat hot dogs. And so he'd know it basically would end up manipulating me into cooking every night because I wouldn't want to eat what he's going to.
Well, then you should have a pre-set menu of what you guys are making, and then you both can agree on it.
I mean, that's kind of what we do, but it's just like, it's like, for instance, I made those tri-tips, and I fucking think they're great, but he's like, I don't really like these. I just don't really like this type of meat. Like, it just seems really chewy to me. I'm like, okay. And then he, like, doesn't like beef stew. Don't ask me why. I've asked him why he doesn't like beef stew. Like, what is it about beef stew you don't like? Because you like, everything that's in it solo. Now, he doesn't even know why he doesn't like it, but he doesn't fucking like it. I'm like,
How dare you have preferences and tastes? The nerve. Are you all good?
I think
Yeah.
so.
So as he looks at Escanor, he says, "All I want is this page and you will have your freedom. Don't make me do this."
No one's making you do shit, dude.
If I don't retrieve this page, I will lose my life.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that God has threatened the rest of us too, but some of us aren't cowards about it.
Make a will save to resist this curse. Oh, fuck! Okay.
I activate my belt.
You do have your belt on you, but it won't help you here. Actually, do you actually want to activate it? It may help you here.
If I can find my damn belt.
You have to usually click your tokens. So do we have tokens out on this screen?
Oh, do you want? Yeah, we can give you.
I don't have to. I can just click on this. Never mind.
Give me a sec. I have to pull up. I didn't think you were gonna do this, so I have to pick that sheet where I have the effects of what happens. While that's loading, I'll give you tokens so you can do things should you wish.
Actually, can I just fake that I got cursed?
I
Also,
mean, yeah.
I
maybe.
wanted to. Sorry, I'm just getting my character sheet actually like open. Damn, that sounded very good roll. Do I have an idea of what he's doing, like trying to cast on Escanor? Shit roll.
Probably not. I think you need to get a
What
bit
about
higher
me?
than that. Yeah, you know this to be bestow curse, and you can know basically this stuff I posted. Basically, wait, you saw that, right? Everyone saw that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I just wanted to know in character. I knew.
Ooh, he actually has to touch you. So yeah, he puts his hand in there. Did you want to do anything about that? You can try and do something.
Okay, I'm gonna grapple him and put my arms around his neck.
Oh, he's not putting his neck through the bars. He's putting his hand.
I'm pulling him in.
So you're grabbing his arm and trying to pull him in?
Yeah, I pull his arm, twist it, and pull him in.
I mean, you can't pull him through the bars, but you can.
I pull him so I can wrap my other arm around his neck.
You pull hard enough. His
there's
arm will come
bars, so like you can pull him and he'll be like pressed against the bars. You can't like pull his head in.
You can put your arm around somebody's neck through the bars, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you wanted to pull his head into the bars and then like choke him or
No,
something.
I'm gonna hold. Well, I'm
Okay,
gonna
so you
hold his
wanna-
other arm inside the bars, but I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay,
wrap
yeah.
my
Make
other
me
arm
a-
around his neck.
Make me a strength check to pull him in close enough so you can grapple
Do
him.
I?
we'll
So
say.
I think we should roll initiative because the
Sure.
moment he gets close enough, and Sasuke sees him actually get a hold of it, I'm gonna be at the bars too.
Okay. I don't know if anyone wants to make me an intelligence check here or something. But yeah, everyone can roll me initiative.
Me most smart.
What the fuck?
Okay. So, since I do have my thing up now, I'm gonna go ahead and. Or are you not?
Hold
gonna let
on.
them know?
He's got to roll initiative. Aspect. Where's my Zerilius? Okay, here you go. I need to give him...
I mean, technically it was an attack of opportunity because he was trying to cast a
Yep,
spell.
it was. Let me just get his token out here. He is not like that. Where's his initiative? Oh, what's your bonus to your initiative, Sasuke? I guess I could look here. 6.
6.
So yeah, you'll go first.
And if he's a human, I think I have bonuses against him.
You act first. As
Oh, I smash his fucking head into the bar. I grab the back of his head and I pull it through the fucking bars.
okay, make me a strength check.
I know you said you couldn't. He couldn't do it, but I'm literally bashing his face on the front of the bars.
Make me a
Here,
strength
cast
check.
a spell.
Yo,
Bitch.
when you move to do that, like, this is not the way we're gonna fucking get out of here. Like, we assault this guy. The entire city currently is mostly on his side. We're gonna fucking die in here if you do this. Like, do you want to die in here? Because that's what's gonna happen. I don't want to die in here. How about we play the smart lawn game and get the fuck out before we start trying to kill this man?
And I look at Natalia and say, and how would you suggest we do that? He's trying to curse us.
Curses can be removed. If the entire city is after us and trying to kill us, we can't come back from death really easily.
Okay, I let him go and go sit down again.
I mean, you don't have to. You said you were going to do it before she said anything, so I mean, it's up to you. But what she's saying makes sense. The intelligence rolls is to let you know, like, if you kill him here, you all are dead. Like, you'll have to fight your way out of here at that point.
Kill him here, we're all dead. He's just gonna sit there and fucking curse us to death.
He
Dude, what
cannot.
choices do
I
we
mean,
actually
he
have
can't
right
do
now? We have
anything at the
no
moment.
choices.
So he has one of these prepared today. You don't know that, but if he came here every day to do this, but so yeah, if you kill him, you will be tried as murder, and like you just killed like essentially a ruler of Geffen, interim ruler. Like you haven't been convicted of anything
Like
at
I
this
said,
point,
no,
but if you murder him here,
I do exactly what I said. I let go and I go sit down.
okay. So it's Zerlius' turn. Just give me the strength check to see if you like held him into the door or whatever. So I'll give him a strength check just to see if like because you pulled his arm in. Yeah, so he's resisting your pull. So like you pull him into the bars, but he's not like fully at the bars. But you still have his hand. So what else is he gonna do? He will attempt to cast defensively. Oh yeah! So no attack of opportunity, and he gives you all a greater command to
So
stand back, like go back from
No.
the cell.
So there's no somatic to this at all.
So he casted it defensively, which means
That basically-
But he's holding on to his hand.
so
Oh,
he
here, let me
resisted the
move
strength
hand the
check.
way you
So
need to.
he resisted the strength check, and he can't take an attack of opportunity. So I'm gonna say you can do it.
I'm already over sitting down.
So you voluntarily failed the will save.
Sure.
Okay. So he commands you to, well, only Shirase gets this command is to go to the back of the cell or whatever. Like, get away from the bars. Escanor, your turn.
I've been sitting somewhere this whole time, so I just stay where I'm sitting.
So as Escanor, like, has his hand, he says, "Be reasonable, you fool."
I'm not the fool, and I am being reasonable. I haven't done anything other than defend myself. You did just try to curse me, didn't you?
I did, but I just need the page. My life depends on it.
Sounds like our lives depend on it too. So why don't you release us from these shackles and let us take care of this false god?
Whoa, give me a diplomacy check.
I'll assist.
Ooh. What? I'll let you. Oh. Everyone rolled diplomacy. Okay, in order to make these rolls valid, I want to hear what you say to assist his idea, because that was a clever idea and kind of interesting to Zerilius. So let me see what Shraze or Natalia say to improve this negotiation.
You know our track record. And, you know, truly, if your fight isn't with us, then our fight isn't with you. Set us on the path to the one that we really want. And perhaps, you know, we'll save both of us from doing something we don't want to do.
That was gonna be my form of assisting, is just looking intimidating enough to do fucking something about it, but I rolled like shit.
And I look at him again and say, and you know as well as I do, that if your God, quote unquote God, gets this page, you're dead anyway. We're just pawns in his little scheme.
Ooh, that was me rolling against your, like, see how much will he has to his current plan. He pauses for a moment, but he doesn't seem like he's gonna let you go, just from your words. He seems fast in his beliefs. But he doesn't look like he's going to attempt to harm you guys anymore. He just gave you heard him say the command of, like, get back, and it doesn't seem like he seems like as aggressive to, like, harm you further or attempt to harm you. But yeah, you have his arm. You want to do something? Try pulling him in again? Tug of war?
How attached to this arm is he?
Technically he should have broke it because he beat his strength check, but I'll just say, like, Eskimor still has him by, like, the wrist kind of thing. And he's, like, barely holding on to him, and, like...
Zerilius, what do you think stopped us from killing you in the process when we were attacking those cloaked people earlier, before you went on this grand crusade of healing the people of the town?
What do you mean?
We knew the difference between the illusion and you. The illusion is this god that's saying he's going to kill you if you don't get him the paper. The illusion is you believing that that's going to be the case.
Did you not see the minions he has at his disposal? The king was no match. What do you think I have?
What we have is the peace he needs.
So you do have it.
Possibly. You're not believing us that we don't have it. He doesn't believe that you have it, that I have it, that she has it, or any one of us. Right now, he's scraping. He doesn't have anything on you or us.
All right, release me. And we'll
Also,
talk
if he
about
was
this civilly.
wouldn't he already have gotten it?
All right, maybe I was too rash. Release me, and we'll speak of this more civilly.
Sure, take my collar off.
Maybe. Let's discuss this. Release my arm.
Release my neck.
I cannot do that right now. It's not my turn.
What are these turns you speak of?
I will think about it as we talk, but I cannot do it at this precise moment. And I'm keeping my voice down, or I could call the guards here. And do that.
The fact that you haven't already means that you know what you have to do.
You can't call the guards. You call the guards in here and you can't tell us what you really need to tell us. That you're basically working for some false guard of chaos trying to recover some spell page for him.
How are you also sure he's not the real? Do you see the power
Because
of
he's
creatures
a
he
god.
commands?
He's a god.
So at
Gods
this point,
require-
I'm gonna look over at him and be like, I know what real gods can do. You've seen me have interactions with real gods. This is not a real god.
Do you even know what the page does?
I have no idea.
We do. And I can assure you, a god would not require this.
Give me a diplomacy check. Anyone can assist him.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I don't know if you want to give me minuses or something, because I really, really dislike this man, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't get many minuses just because you're giving him like an actual like logical thing. Yeah,
That's
your
a
words
hell
kind
that's
of.
a hell of a fucking roll for me, because I only have one in diplomacy.
Yeah, all those assists will help boost that up too. So he looks like he's thinking about it, and he says, "All right, let's discuss this further. Release me, Escanor." You can sense motive him to see if you. Think
I mean, if Escanor can see me, I'm probably like nodding at him, like maybe we can do this not the hard way. Which is, wow, really something for me.
I let him go.
You let him go, Natalia.
I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Shiraze, the murder mittens are out.
So, for right now, I'm not going to threaten or in any way, I'm gonna see my way to talk to him about it, I guess.
If
Okay.
you are of the opinion that you want to take us out of initiative, you can, because Sasuke is also not in combat mode.
Whew,
I'm
that
not
was
going to
close.
be doing anything combat-y and threatening.
All right, we'll go back to the spoopy music, and you guys can have a calm conversation after that little scuffle.
God, why
mean-
do today of all days my kids have to be so freaking...
Oh, you need a moment?
I'm not looking. Is she AFK?
Well, she's talking to a kid. I just didn't want to keep going while she's.
Okay. So Sasuke's going to stand up and walk over to the bars and be looking at him with a very hostile expression on his face, saying, "Look, it's obviously I don't like you, okay? And you've thrown us in prison, and you feel threatened by this thing. I refuse to call it a god because a god would not require all this rigmarole and trickery. It would just do it using its own divine power, okay? You're a cleric. You should know this. You should know that gods are more powerful than whatever this thing is who's just using high-level magic, okay? It's been threatening us, the four of us, for months, okay? And here we are, okay? This thing can be dealt with, okay? We are, the four of us, supposedly supposed to be doing something about this, okay? All the major cities are going through some kind of upheaval right now, okay? This is a powerful individual who has a lot of resources. It's not a god.
I'll respond when Whitney gets back.
Okay.
But very good dialogue.
It has, true, a lot of resources. And you'll notice that I use the word it, because we've already fought and killed one demon. So, we're dealing with something that is possibly demonic in nature. What was the name of the demon we killed? Nabasu?
That's right.
And what's more demonic than pretending to be a god?
It's true. I don't really want to keep going until Whitney gets back. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if she would care. Did not expect you guys to try and reason with him. But this is all very reasonable.
I
Well,
mean,
I was a hair from killing him. Okay.
I mean, I was gonna snap his neck, but
Jesus.
You're dangling a big piece of tasty meat in front of some
That's
hungry
true.
people.
I mean, he fucked up when he tried to do his touch spell. I'm just saying.
That is true. I
Yeah,
didn't realize
that was a mistake on his part. Really, you're really gonna get close enough?
it's true. You good with it?
Welcome back, Wait. You okay?
The time.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, as Sasuke's saying all this, he ponders it for a moment, and then he says, "It's just the first time I've heard a god speak to me, and I know gods don't work directly. They use humans and things to do things. I just wasn't. It just seemed like I needed to do this. But
Don't get me wrong. I do believe that the minions, especially the ones that you were, and I go held captive by. Okay, they are in the service of of a god because only gods can grant spells and stuff like that. But whatever this thing is that's after this page, I don't think is a god at all.
he promised me I'd win the election, and I did. I didn't do anything to do. I did.
Do you really want to win the election that way, though?
I mean, it was obvious to us that the other council members were under some kind of magical influence.
Also, Zarilius, it's obvious to me, looking at you now, is this Regent Lord title to you mean anything, knowing that it was manipulated?
Well, I would think after people would see what a great leader I was, I'd be picked officially. I just needed time to prove myself.
But that's not the way of Geffen.
Then do it by acts, not by manipulation.
All right, I need time
You
to
should
think
listen
about
to
this.
him, Zarelius.
I need
He's one of the
time.
few humans that I've actually come to respect.
I need time to consider all of you said. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see where we go from there. But I need time to think about this. If I let you go now, my life will be forfeit for sure. I know he's watching me.
If
Or
he
it.
could kill you at any time, then why hasn't he just zapped us? We've been in a thorn in his side, like I said, for a month. I'm telling you,
Gods don't
it's
work
a
that
lie.
way. They work through people.
it's not a god.
I just don't know. I need to think about this. And he starts to leave, and he's like scratching his head and thinking about what you guys
Okay,
said.
as he's walking away, I call out to him, pray to your own god for guidance, rather than listening to a false god.
He pauses and then keeps walking after a few moments.
I actually feel a little sorry for him now. Way to go, John. God damn it.
Just kill him.
I will actually hold on to the pendant that I have for just a moment and silently pray, asking Kala to maybe give him a little guidance.
Okay. So now it's gotten a bit later, and did you guys want to discuss anything, or a few more hours are going to pass before anything of note happens as he leaves?
I look at Natalia and I say, that was your bed.
The one that he broke.
I broke it.
Yeah, there's one bed that's legless, and it's just kind of like lopsided on the floor now.
No,
So I
but
pull
I
up
call
my-
out to the guards and say, where's our dinner?
They
So I
bring you
pull out
food.
my short sword and use it as a leg for the bed.
The short sword, what?
I mean, you didn't search me.
I said
had a
everyone-
short sword stuck in his...
I said if anyone was concealing anything, and you did
Hold
not
on.
say so. Unless he had the Wonder Woman
No, I was
style.
not concealing anything. They took all of our stuff, right? Like all our bags and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like anything.
We only have like clothing.
Yeah. Unless there's
Probably
something
took our
like you could fit it in a
necklaces.
pocket that was like super not obvious. But I did ask if you were concealing anything. But if it's something that's like not of note, you can have it on you, like your
Nah.
pendant or.
Nah. The
divine
only
cloak.
thing that's not in like my satchel is like I have a canteen of water on my belt. I have Shirazi's luck and my Kala focus and my amulet of the Brotherhood of Kala. And they took our armor, I'm guessing.
No. If you're wearing like whatever armor, you can have it on.
Okay.
Also, I was joking. God.
The next question I have is, I am. Oh nope, never mind. I changed my mind.
Do we
Also-
get food? Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. What were you gonna say, Jose?
Also, can we try the color thing again?
Sure, you can try again. Give me a D100. No, it's not. You awkwardly. Oh, do you want to hug someone else, or do you want to hug Shirazi again?
I'm gonna hug Saska.
Get you out, get your hands off me! I gotta go to.
I'm gonna tell him that was very good of you to hold back.
Wait for Jaeger to get back, but as you try to hug him and he tells you to get away from him, that's why it doesn't really work out. As you try, but very clever idea.
I'm gonna look at Natalia and Shiraz and be like, maybe you guys should try it.
Jesus.
Maybe it only works when you seal it with a kiss.
I'll let you. I'll let you guys try it. Oh, D100 if you want. Just for Natalia Shirase. No. No.
Oof.
Come on, man! No one.
I mean, I would. This would only work if you got like a 99 or 100. That's like a super. It's super clever. So
I understand, but that's what's pissing me off. It's like nobody's rolling over 50.
yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Hey, Escanor.
No, you can't keep hugging each other and trying.
I know, it was just joking at this point. I wanted to see if it would finally work.
That would have
on
been
anyone.
great, though.
Yeah, before the next thing happens, I'm gonna wait for Jaeger to get back, I guess.
Hey,
Well, I guess while we're waiting, I could explain to Natalia about why I kissed her in the cave.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a snapper out of a murderer's command, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sure, go for it.
So anyway, yeah. So while we're just kind of waiting for, either to die or for the next day to come, I sit near, not necessarily close, but near her and, kind of bashfully explain myself to her.
What does Shirazi's expression explain when they bring up this kiss?
It is careful and neutral.
Shirazi and Escanor aren't a thing.
Oh,
Are
did they
they?
not hook up in this campaign? I thought you guys did.
No.
last
No.
time.
it's,
Oh, no?
it's
Okay.
the other campaign.
Oh, okay.
Also, I don't know if you're aware,
Shirazi
it's Natalia and
did
Shirazi.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure.
Wait, was
like,
it? What? But when you met Escanor's family, didn't you Didn't something funny
he
happen
introduced her,
Oh,
and it
okay,
was
okay.
his mom, aka God, who jumped to the conclusion of, "Oh, you're bringing a girl home,"
there?
but they never said anything.
Okay.
I mean, Shiraze's over here giving Natalia a special gift.
That's true.
This is true.
We slept in the same bed.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
Just two gals being pals.
But yeah, Shirazi did kind of drop her mouth when she saw me kissing Natalia.
That's true. I thought there was something that happened during that. Something happened. I thought.
It's because Shirazi has a crush on me.
Yeah, haven't you always been like, oh, I blush when this happens or whatever? Or... Well, you kind of had a thing for Jay, didn't you?
I'm
at one
pretty
point?
sure Ozzy would probably be happy though at my utter look of disgust afterwards. Like,
Jesus. Escanor's a good-looking dude.
Shiraze's not the jealous type.
I never said he wasn't a good-looking dude. He just doesn't float Natalia's boat.
He's too alive for.
He's too clueless to know. Anyway,
God, Jess, I have such a new mindset on playing Natalia after reading these books. I feel so much like she's
Don't get too creative.
I feel like my character is basically Ivy.
I know.
Not dead, but undead.
well, seeing as how he realizes that bringing this conversation up was only embarrassing him, he walks away to the other corner and cries to himself.
Poor Escanor.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
You want
back.
to hug Escanor?
So, after the awkward hugging, Jaeger, I'll give you a D100 if you want to try and hug someone. I think you're the one who hasn't tried, so you can try.
Missed that last part.
The hugging to try and remove the collars, try to like press the collar against it. I'll give you a D100. I don't think you've rolled at all to try. If you want
I'm
to
not
try.
hugging. Not
Okay, you're
I'm
not
not
hugging. Okay. But yeah, a few hours later, so as the hours pass, you'll notice that like guards will change out or whatever. You'll notice that none of the guards came back to like right in front of your cell. So now there's just those two like sort of elven, not elven, it's the human heavy armored dudes. There's two of them at the door. That's all you can see. But yeah, so it's been, you guys can have those conversations and stuff. Nothing really happens until you can kind of hear them like murmuring to each other, and then all of a sudden, I guess you guys can give me perception checks as you guys are chilling in the cell, having a conversation, looking around. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. So everyone but Escanor notices.
Keeps trying to hug me.
He's trying to
He's
hug
too busy crying.
unrequited love. The two guards stop. Like you stop hearing their murmuring, and then you see them kind of start swaying back and forth, and then they like collapse to the ground. Did you want to do anything?
We'll go hug him.
I
It's not much we can do at this point, right?
I mean, you could yell out for more guards, or you could just chill, or you could.
Escanor starts whistling the Kill Bill song.
As you guys are all chilling, and if you guys, everyone but Escanor notices this. Everyone else sees there's like keys at one of their sides. They magically, or I don't know how you want to describe this, but you see them like being removed from one of their sides and just like floating in the air. It's about like 4 feet in the air, and it starts walking toward your cell.
Gnome's invisible.
Spoilers. Yeah, so you can tell that a sleep spell was just used, maybe, and someone is probably invisible coming toward your cell with these keys.
4 feet. The keys are being held 4 feet above the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that was the gnome, it would be like over his head.
Maybe he's holding it over his head, or maybe he's levitating it.
I think it's an unseen servant.
Could be. The keys. Are you guys saying anything or doing anything?
I'm not calling attention to any of this. I want to see what happens.
The keys go into the lock and unlock the lock, and the lock pops open and falls to the ground.
Well,
Hello there.
should
Um,
have
Hey,
written
magical
Nobi.
invisible thing, you got any tricks for these lovely collars?
You feel like you're being hugged.
So Sasuke's gonna be out and say, "What do we want to do here?" I felt we made pretty good progress. There's Aurelius here. We break out of prison. We might.
Yeah,
We
but
might-
think about it. This god of chaos is probably going to talk to him tonight and probably be more convincing than we were. So I
And-
didn't really have high hopes that he would actually come back tomorrow convinced, because that's a whole at least 12 to 24 hours for the god of chaos to reconvince him, either by threats or whatever means, to believe him.
Okay. Sasuke nods his head and he walks over to the guards and makes sure that they're not dead.
So they're at the end of the hallway, so you'd have to open the cell door and walk out.
Oh yes, I will open the cell door and walk out.
So
Chirazo picks up the keys.
as you open the cell door, Chaos and Pain are going to rush to their cell doors and say, "Hey, get us out of here!"
I'll ask you for the keys. Sure,
I hand them to Natalia.
I'll walk over and let them out. But tell them, no more serving this douchebag god, okay? He tells you to do something and you're afraid for someone, you come to me.
They cast hold person. No. Thank you
Do
so
they
much.
have collars?
They do.
Okay.
They thank you profusely, and they like go in tow of you, like go behind you and follow you.
What
I'm
is in
gonna-
what is in this room that we're in now? The
So you're just
hallway?
in like a hallway with
Anything that can
cells.
be a weapon. Anything that could be used as a weapon.
There's
Club, a chair that I can break, a table.
Yeah, there's like wooden chairs on the ends of the hallway, but I mean, you could just take the guards' weapons, or
Yeah, I
literally
thought about that.
the place where your weapons are is right across like the
I was
hallway.
gonna say, isn't our like shit like right here practical?
Yeah, so
I
you-
asked Natalia nicely if she's walking over there, if she could get me my quiver. I want to check to see if the guards are still alive.
so at this point, everyone make me a perception check.
I wanted to ask, are the locks on our throat thingies like similar locks? Like these keys might work on them, or are they like
No, there's
totally
no
different locks?
keyhole at all on these.
Oh, okay. I just wanted
So
to check.
only Sasuke hears the faint whispers in Shiraze's ear. Come to the armory. I can get the collars off you. It's your friendly gnome voice you can recognize.
I nod and I say, let's go get our stuff and get to the arm.
I want to check to see if the guard's still alive.
Yeah, so you go up to them and they are
Okay.
snoring
Okay.
at the floor.
My old
So,
headmaster wouldn't kill people.
Okay,
What's
so
awesome
I
is-
look at I raise an eyebrow, Spock like, at Shiraze and say, just in case nobody else heard that, there is evidently the gnome is asking us to come to the armory so we can get our collars on. I will walk over to the armory. That's where they're holding our weapons. Right?
Yeah, it was just like a few rooms. Like once you get to the hall at the end of the hallway there, out of the cells where the guards just fell down sleeping, it's just a few doors down, and it's left ajar, and there's like a candlelight in the room.
I'll pick up one of the guard swords just in case, and like usher Pain and Chaos to like follow.
You keep calling them Pain and Chaos. I think they would tell you their real name at this point.
Yeah, so I only know them by Pain and Chaos. That's all I can say.
Let me see if I can find
Yup
their
and
name.
whatever.
Yeah, but that was their fake given names.
Oh, I have it here somewhere. Blah, 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 blah. So, Chaos, her real name, she'll tell you is Sarah, and Pain is Ashley.
Aww.
How white names.
They tell you to stop using those names as their reminds them of their terrible things that they did. Yes. So you go to where your weapons are, and you will see that gnome headmaster that you met. Well, I don't know who else met him. I think it was just Natalia and Shiraze, or Escanor was there too, maybe.
Me.
It was Escanor and
Okay.
Shiraze. I wasn't there when they went and talked.
Okay, so yeah, you two, Sasuke and Natalia, is the first time you're seeing this.
Well, we would
Elderly
have saw
gnome.
him at the
Oh, that's true. Yes.
the
you did.
gathering.
Oh. So yeah, there's like a few rats nearby that you can compel. What do you want to do?
I'm sorry, did I click that? I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
sorry, I
click
thought you were
that.
trying to do something. But yeah, if you're not doing that, he will greet you, and your weapons will be all in this room, so you guys can re-equip your weapons. And
I do so.
he says, I moved quickly. I was able to get you out of here. Let me see if I can handle those collars.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'm going to say, so there's been a development, and I will explain to him the conversation we had with Cerilius. While he's doing whatever he's doing.
I'm just
Unless
trying
he's
to find...
like, be quiet.
No, he's fine. Where is his character sheet?
You gonna dispel magic on the dispel magic?
Yes, see if you can beat the caster level.
Double dispel. Erase existence.
Implodes the things just explode.
The key is that you hug for 15 minutes straight.
I can't find this thing right now. Whatever, let's just roll this on those bonuses.
You're a smart pair together.
He'll be
Oh
able,
my god.
he'll be able to do it, but it'll just take longer than he thought. That one.
Jesus Christ.
He permanently disables all of your magic forever. No.
Damn!
He will eventually get them off, but it'll take some time. But as he's doing this, you tell him about the Zerilius thing, and he'll say, I wouldn't trust that man. He's one day he thinks one way, the other day another. If he was able to succumb to such temptations, I wouldn't trust him to keep you locked in this cage. But I did do some digging about Amira. It seems the king had sent her to that Tower of Knowledge for an extra information on some spells, but she has not returned.
I nod and I say,
I don't know if
appreciate all your help.
if she heard of what was happening here and thought it safer to stay away for now, or if something has gone awry. Either way, I think you must go there and find her.
Agreed.
We should have played it smart like you did. I guess that's the impatience of youth.
It was a troublesome scenario. I was not expecting all of my fellow council members to be bewitched. They are all strong in their own ways. I don't know how they befell to such magic. It must have been a powerful charm, not an ordinary.
Is there any way for you to work on a way to dispel that?
I am, but I must work in secret, as I am acting as if I was under the same charm, because I'm not even sure why I wasn't affected by it. I don't know if... Well, actually, I am sure. I'm a more powerful spellcaster than all of them, that's why. But it still is odd that they befell just... I'm trying to identify, first of all, what happened to them, and then I can go from there, but I must work in secret. I don't want to give myself away.
I thank you for the help, and I hope that it doesn't in any way endanger you.
I do want to let him know that there was a bard in town who was using suggestion with his
I have to go wipe a butt.
songs.
Okay.
That he shouldn't limit his search to arcane or divine. It could be bardic magic involved, ritual magic.
I will keep that in mind, but I think this magic should be stronger than what a bard can muster, but maybe I'm underestimating them. But yeah, basically from this point, we'll wait for Whitney, but basically at this point you guys are in the night, can make your escape from Geffen and do what you want. Go murder Zerilius.
We don't even know where the Tower of Knowledge is, right?
I was waiting for Whitney, but you guys, as you read
I'm okay with waiting for Whitney.
Yeah, but yeah, just in general, he will mark it on your map, and I've revealed it on the map as well. If you guys are looking, but
We need to get our Pegasus and our Wag.
ooh, I was hoping you don't metagame. Don't. Oh, she's back.
What?
Nothing. Don't say anything. So yeah, the your face. The gnome. As you guys re-gear yourself, you guys pull your map, and I've revealed on the map where the tower is, where he's saying Amira was last ordered to go check something out. So he says that you guys should probably go try and find her and bring her back to Geffen. But yeah, at this point, he kind of there's a bunch of guards passed out in the hallway, and he says you guys should make your way out of Geffen before the night and make your way there. If there's anything you need, you should get it before you leave now. Try not to be seen leaving and stuff like that. It's at night, so you have good cover, but...
So I don't want to go back to our room at the end because I mean, first of all, I didn't really have my personal goods there anyway. But second of all, I think they'll be watching us. But I would like to sneak to the stables.
Okay.
I will get the wagon since I'm stealthier than him.
Are we like leaving? Like we're leaving town? We're like
If you
dipping out?
want, he
I
suggests you
think
guys
we
leave.
should. I agree with what the gnome said that even though Zerilius might be powerful, he's a little unreliable. So.
Yeah, and yeah, we're leaving. We're gonna try and find Amara.
So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to do in town before you leave, it's like midnight,
Well, I
1
think we
a.m.
had some stuff to sell.
You will not be able to sell stuff at this time.
Is there a meat vendor nearby?
There are no meat vendors
I
open.
mean, do we think we're like in risk of like being spotted? Like,
Only if you do anything like everyone's pretty much asleep, or there's like skeleton crew of guards around. Like if you don't draw attention to yourself, like no one's gonna like notice you guys leaving the city or doing something quickly or whatever.
I say we grab the wagon, grab the Pegasus, and bail.
yeah, I would say I'll just go grab my Pegasus, but I'll like attempt to, I don't know, stealthily do it or something if I'm worried about someone seeing me get.
Sure, everyone just give me one stealth check to see how stealthy you guys are moving throughout the city to getting your stuff.
Ooh, that's actually a fucking good roll for me.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so you guys can move throughout the city, get your Pegasus, get your cart, your wagon. Was there anything else you guys had to get? Or are you guys good to head out?
So we're gonna go straight to the Tower of Knowledge because we're actually bypassing two
So
other
that's
points of interest.
yeah. So you guys can tell me what route you want to take. You have your map, and you have pretty much everything revealed. Pretty much, you can just.
So I can't see below Geffen, but is there a sea route that we could take to get there, or is it overland only?
So everything below Geffen is just mountainous region. There's
Yeah,
no like it's like landlocked. So if you wanted to take a boat, you'd have to go to the nearest port, which would be probably at Payon. Or no, Port Gaffenia. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm thinking, where to then?
you
Like
would,
I'm looking at the map. There's no route.
there is a long ways around, like, but it'd be way longer.
Yeah, but it's way longer.
Yeah.
Could we go through the Shadow Forest and?
Yep. Well, you all can agree on which way you want to go as you're leaving town.
Yeah, you know, at some point we wanted to go into the Shadow Mountains for something, and we wanted to check out the failed ruins. So, but I don't know if we want to get there as quick as possible and just skip that content.
I would prefer we try and track down Amara as quickly as possible. I know that you have no love for Geffen, but you know, we need to do what we can to thwart Zerilius.
I don't know why you guys don't like Zerilius. You got a bard song about him. He's such a nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Nice guys don't throw other nice guys in jail.
True.
You're looking at 210 miles.
Yeah. Approximately. We can move at what was like 16 a day?
Yeah, so in Port Gaffenia, you know, they sell horses and stuff. So I mean, if you guys wanted to outfit a bigger carriage for you guys can travel faster, maybe, but it's up to you guys.
That's what I would recommend we do is maybe upgrade our
Wow.
our white.
You're gonna get rid of the glitter wagon?
It's just the
Man.
donkeys.
No, I don't think they are donkeys anymore.
I think we need to
I think
put
we
some
already
nitrous on
upgraded
these
them.
donkeys.
No, if you'll remember, we upgraded in the other game. That
Oh,
the other
you're right.
game's the
We
one
have
with
two.
the
We
glitter
have two
wagon.
donkeys on this one. So.
Yeah, I think you named
Yeah,
one Rion.
Yeah, we named one Rion.
Jesus.
Frank and Rayon.
May he
Okay,
rest
so-
in peace.
You want to get rid of those donkeys and get some horses, because the horses will go faster.
Yes, that was what we were thinking. So I guess our first destination is Port Giffinia.
Okay. Where is our travel music?
Wow. Draft horses really move.
Yeah.
Their speed is 50.
Is that if they're pulling a cart and everything?
That doesn't sound right, does it?
I think that's if you're just riding it solo. I don't think if you need like an actual horse to pull the cart or whatever. I think they should have a cart speed, no?
They don't see cart speed.
But yeah, you arrive in the port town. It's actually pretty late, but I mean, you guys can find an inn to. Do you cast this?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do not detect any scrying on yourself at this moment.
Right.
And
It's
this lasts for
just,
24 hours? Okay.
Yep. That's what.
Yeah, there's no scrying being done on you. Oh, wait, do you have to do a check first?
It says I immediately become aware of any attempt to observe me by means of divination. So, and the spell's area radiates from me and moves as I'm. So, if someone within this 24-hour period attempts to scry on me, then I will.
5
Okay.
miles per hour, by the way, is the speed of a horse.
There's some sort of check I need to make, right?
If you're recalling the caster level check, that's just if someone does scry on her. Then there's a caster level roll off basically to see whether or not she can get a vision of the person trying to scry on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically just a, precaution. So I'll know if someone like Zerulius is trying to scry on us.
All right. I'm just gonna make this check now, but at some point while I'll say you guys found an inn. Next day, you're in Port Giffinia and you're looking for these horses, and within the 24-hour period, you will detect scrying.
So basically, it's opposed caster level checks now. So 1d20 plus caster level. And if Shirazé can at least match the scryer's result, she will get a visual image of the scryer in an accurate sense of its direction and distance from her.
Ooh.
So 1d20 plus caster's level.
All right. I rolled it, but it was hidden, so I'm gonna roll it again in open chat. Yeah, nice try, bud. Yeah, you do not get an image or whatever you were supposed to get by that.
I was caster level 26. This makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, especially since he's a bitch. He can't hit it.
Do I see any magical sensors in my spells area?
Yeah. Wait, can you see it if... Yeah, you should
It
just
says
see it,
you
right?
know the location of every magical sensor within the spells area. I don't
Yeah,
have to
you
make a
see the
check.
sensor like 100 feet above you.
Okay, she casts fireball on it.
No, you can't. It's you can't destroy it. I don't think you can. Maybe if you use Dispel Magic, maybe. Do you have Dispel Magic?
I don't know. Let me see.
Do you guys have a party sheet in this, or are you guys just splitting costs?
I think we have a party sheet.
Or yeah, just deduct that.
Oh,
400
okay, yeah.
If you guys are okay with that. What are you doing with your 2 donkeys? Are you setting them free?
We're trading them in.
Slaughtering them.
Jesus.
Eating them for food.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we're gonna trade them in. Maybe get some credit for them.
What are you really doing with them? Are you selling? Trying to
Yeah,
sell them?
I'll sell them. Yeah,
All right. Make
Also-
me. They're kind of
Also-
used
they're
donkeys.
they're
but-
not worth much.
Yeah.
They're
So make
worth
me a check
like
if you want to try and get.
eight gold piece for both. That's half price. That okay?
Yeah. Unless you guys want to try and get more money than that.
They're good donkeys, but I don't like them.
Babies hit 0 to 60 in 2.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say the party sheet does not have a whole lot of gold in it, so we'll need to chip.
It's 50 gold each, basically. 50? No, 100 gold each because there's two
Okay.
horses.
Yeah. Is there anything else in town you wanted to get? If not, you guys can.
I want to get a wand to dispel magic.
Oh, well, do you actually want to get one? That's kind of pricey. I
You
think.
probably do not have enough gold.
Okay. Well then, no.
Maybe 10, 12, 11,000 gold or something like that.
Oof. Yeah. No. Never mind.
All right. Yeah. If you guys want to set out on your. So, what's your new move speed now? With
It
this cart?
says that they have a move speed of 50. Yeah, that was the only thing I could find.
A move speed of 50. What is this? A heavy horse?
Yep, they're both heavy draft horse.
Heavy horse. Speed 50 feet. Oh, they have 20 strength. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, if you're getting two of these, we'll say you guys can all be moving at 50 feet. So what's your movement at 50 feet?
I did find something else in there that said that it was equivalent to about 6 miles an hour. That seems fairly legit for a wagon to be moving at 6 miles an hour. That's double a human's walking speed.
So, yeah, the Pathfinder thing, heavy horse is 40 miles per day.
Okay, cool.
So you guys can make 40 miles per day. So, someone want to trace out the route you guys are going? And pick someone to roll a D100 for each day of travel.
Not it.
You guys can take turns. Take a turn.
You said a D100?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sorry, I'm doing I'm updating the party sheets.
We're going to do truly random encounters from my new Pathfinder book. 23.
So how does this work? They have 20 strength each, but I have two of them. So does that mean my strength is 40?
No. And where did you guys get to the first day? Draw me out a line for 40 miles. Okay, so you guys are like making camp somewhere in the Shadow Forest, basically? Does that sound reasonable? What do you guys run into? Ooh.
Is it making the spoopy noise?
Let me see what makes sense that you guys would find here. So, give me perception checks as you guys are Entering the Shadow Forest. And it gets
Do you want
a
to make
little
quick
spooky.
notes of this real fast? I tried to make markers at where each 40-mile increment would be, just so we know like where we're at. So the first one is entering the Shadow Forest. The second one would be leaving the Shadow Forest. The third one would be like right at Kimor. The fourth would be not too far away from Towers of Knowledge. And then on day 5, we would travel about 20 miles and we would reach the Towers of Knowledge.
Okay, yeah, I got a screenshot of that.
Okay. Just so then I can actually roll. I just wanted to keep track of where each of those increments was, so we didn't be like, wait, where do we stop exactly?
Ooh, this is gonna be hard to see. Oh my god! Well,
Wow.
What
So
are we doing?
perceiving.
Perception. I think that not only do we see them, we smell them and hear them, and
I mean, it's still got a 21. You can't critically fail a skill check. Ooh, for once, Sasuke's not gonna see this. So,
Depends. Is he human or elf? And what terrain am I in?
you are in forest terrain.
Okay.
And I will account for your bonuses, and you do not see this. Natalia and Shiraze, you notice a a group of thorny vines with tiny red flowers are growing around this. It looks like a woman figure, and they're like flowing like a train behind her, and she's like, so she has like this dress of like thorny red flowers, like roses, and she looks quite creepy. And she's like off like maybe 80 feet from you guys.
okay.
I want to show you the picture, but I don't want you to see the stats, so. She's like 80 feet away. Knowledge nature, yeah, you're not sure what the hell this is.
Point her out to me so I can make a check.
Nobility.
Remember,
So-
because we were using my ability, I'm just like fucking old as shit, so I've seen a lot of shit and I know about a lot of shit.
Yeah, no, your
So
nobility
if
won't
someone
be.
points her out, can I make a nature check?
I would point her out.
Sure, yeah, make me a nature check.
Nature or religion? Can I roll either one of those?
Knowledge the planes or religion will work too, yeah. Or
Oh,
nature.
I'll take my nature. 30.
So you know this to be
I rolled the correct thing and got a 22.
yeah,
I
so
just
all
like to
three
think
of you realize that this is a somewhat evil extraplanar kind of creature. It has good sight in the dark. It's got like these long fingernails almost. They're like kind of like claws, but they're like draping down all the way down to her like this like rose dress that she's wearing. She doesn't seem to notice you guys, but she's kind of like like 80 feet away from you, trailing, like walking kind of perpendicular to you. What would you guys like to do, if anything?
Ignore.
Is this in the evening?
Yeah, you guys are about to like bed down for the night, and as you're setting up camp, like whoever made the perception checks, you point Shiraze and Natalia. You pointed this out to the party that you see this.
Oh, okay. They did point it out to me because I was gonna say, well, I roll over and pass.
Well, I would assume they did. They pointed out to Sasuke.
So I have cast tongues on myself in case she gets closer or tries to engage us, so that I can understand her and she can understand.
What did you roll for knowledge nature, knowledge planes? Yeah, you know this creature most likely speaks common as well.
Okay.
But you know it to be a somewhat usually evil type creature. So I'm not sure if you want to converse with it or not, but
It's not really bothering us, is it?
it's not. It's just trailing off like 80 feet away from you. But you would know this to be an evil creature, so I don't know if you wanted to have anything to say about that or you don't care. It's minding its own business, kind of.
What? It's an evil creature. What does it do? Like, what is it normally?
Like feed on people? Is it a boss type?
So you got a
creature?
pretty good.
I got a 30 on my nature rolls.
Okay. So, I'll give you a little blurb here about what you know about it. They usually feed on the fear and insecurity of failing relationships. They delight in seeing the social bonds shatter, as they know mortals broken adrift or set adrift by such conflicts are more susceptible to their influence.
This is bullshit.
They like to be like puppet masters. They use their power to turn friends and lovers against each other. They relish on how even a single word can cause an avalanche of destruction, as panicked victims make their situations worse. They like playing cat and mouse in games, slowly increasing physical and psychological pressure until their quarry breaks.
Okay, so I look at the rest of the party and say, "What do you want to?"
So just another thing, she's about 7 feet tall, and it's very skinny, and yeah.
I have no quarrel with this creature.
She's a
necessarily,
homewrecker.
But I'll do what the rest of you deem we should do with this.
I mean, the thing definitely has potential to do a lot of damage to a lot of people. The world would be a better place without it in it.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess we could take our frustrations out on this thing.
Does it look anything like Xerilius?
No, this is a female. I mean, I kind of want to show you. The
Okay,
picture.
well, I'm pulling cold iron arrows out of my quiver, getting ready for
Is she hot?
just in case.
Depends on your definition of hot, I guess.
Actually, it depends on your definition, because the last two pictures you said were hot and not so hot were different.
No, those are the pictures I picked pre-hand, and then we rolled for their hotness.
Look, this is medieval times. Just having a full set of teeth makes them hot, okay?
God, that'd
I'm
be
actually-
hilarious in real life. Roll for how hot you are, bitch.
I'm getting a handout to show you guys what this creature looks like. Oops. Oh, character. And you can decide for yourself if you think she's attractive.
I love watching the stream on the TV and just randomly seeing Charlie run across the...
He's riding his bike across the whole fucking room right now. Just like.
Show to players. Show to everyone. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's a nope.
I don't know. She could be your new girlfriend.
I don't think Mom would approve.
That's her. That's what you see.
Well, she looks flammable. I have a fireball.
Wow, something I did made me leave Maldonia.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Let's kill it.
Alright.
We haven't had any combat in like 2 weeks now.
That's true. Alright, you guys want to engage it?
That's going to want to
Right
get
to
its
it.
attention.
Sure.
Hold on. Let's go to a battle map.
Sweet, is Aurelius there? Because I shoot him.
No. Let's get this. No, not this. Turn order up. Sorry, you're gonna have to re-roll your initiative or keep the one you want. Let's get some battle music. Because you guys are fucking with this shit.
I only see Natalia.
It's because I pulled myself out.
Sorry, yeah. Did you all pull your characters out, or I'll pull you out?
Yep, I pulled mine out.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I got you.
I can tell you how.
Let me get a token for this.
Fuck.
What should I give her? Let's do. Yeah, this will do. Oh god, gross. Why give me a background?
Nice roll.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's horrible.
God, it's so cold.
Do we get to surprise her? Since
Yeah,
she
we're gonna
didn't notice
figure
it?
that out. Here, we'll just get this like weird zombie thing. That's her. So I said how many? She was like 80 feet away from you. So I'll say she's on the other side of here. Walking around, you guys saw her around there. Let me roll her HP.
Make sure you're doing it, not showing us. We don't want to see.
Yep.
Samantha's might.
I might.
It might dissuade you from fighting her.
175,000 health.
Alright, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Let me just put in the health. Do-do-do. You should be able to see a health bar.
Yep.
And let's roll them initiative. What is their bonus to initiative? Initiative plus 10.
Oop.
Whoa, what the hell?
Plus
Whatever.
Sweet. 0.
Would have been a
Nice.
17.
17,
You
yeah.
just put 2.
Yeah, I'll just put that as a 17. Sort. And yeah. So she hasn't noticed you at this point. She's probably facing that way.
So it's not technically a surprise round yet, correct? Because she hasn't noticed.
Yeah, so it's not a surprise round, but I'll roll for surprise as you get closer, and you roll stealth and I'll roll her perception kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to cast that on myself.
Ooh. Bull's strength.
There's my stealth check for my movement.
Yeah, as you move and cast a spell, she'll turn around and notice you. And will not be surprised. She also has dark vision, so she can see you. But it is dark out. It is the middle of the night. Anything else, Natalia?
Is there a moon?
There's moonlight.
Yeah, I'm also going to.
So... Oh. Max images 88. What happens on 88?
What? Oh, okay. Thought you said she had 88 fucking images. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking sit there while she goes and solos.
88.
If it's ever that like crazy buff thing, just tell me to hit my neck mod buff, because I actually made a buff for myself for that, like one where like I get like a bunch of strength and constitution, but
Okay.
like my
No, but this one, everyone sees Natalia's muscles ripple and her nails grow extra long, and you now have an extra claw attack that does 2d6 plus your strength mod.
Ricky long arms.
So that's in addition to whatever
Okay.
attacks you make. You get
Yeah.
extra.
yeah
Anything else?
no.
Ooh, her turn. What is she gonna do? A Rutro. Uh-oh. That's all.
What? What are you gonna do?
She starts chanting a spell at you.
Oh, do not make me attack my fucking allies right now.
Make me a will save.
I
DC
will
20.
murder the party. I will
DC
murder. This is not
20.
good. This
She-
is so not.
Tries to, if someone wants to make a spellcraft check. Oh. Oh, yeah, you know that she's trying to dominate Natalia's mind.
Shit, this is not good.
Once you
This
have given
is
a dominating,
really not good.
you and the subject have a common language. You generally force the subject to perform as you desire, within the limits of its abilities. If no common language exists, it speaks common, so it's fine. Blah, blah, blah. You know what the subject is experiencing, but you do not receive any direct sensory input from it, nor can you communicate with it telepathically. Once you've given a dominated creature a command, it continues to carry that command, blah, 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 but can it do any dangerous attacks with this? Okay, so it will tell you. So it can't tell you to kill yourself, but it will tell you to attack your friends. It'll whisper in your ear, "Sweet, the things it loves to thrive on, ruining friendships and relationships." It will tell you to kill
I
your.
don't get any extra.
You do on your turn. I'll tell you what happens, but at this point you are dominated. But that's her turn, Sasuke.
Do I know she's dominated?
Shiraze only knows. You get a sense motive to see if she's acting unusual.
Well, she turns around, her eyes glow red.
Exactly. So yeah, you can give me a sense motive. I mean, Shiraze can simply
How are
say
you
as well.
doing skill checks? Are you doing skill checks? Is this going to be my action this
No,
time?
no. This won't be your action. Only like I think I'll take. I don't know what the rules is on it, but it's whatever. It's fine for now. I think Intimidate is the only one that's like for sure not a thing. Yeah, you can definitely tell that she is not herself, and clearly she casted a spell on her, so something's up. You probably don't know it was a dominate person, but Shiraze knows, so she can tell you. But she is not looking at you very friendly. More than usual, because maybe Natalia is always glaring around at everyone usually, but this is more than usual. She looks like she has murderous intent. And she just got new claws, too, so...
Give me
Yeah.
a sec. I'm looking at the spell that I want to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, like the range and all that kind of stuff. 25 feet plus 5 feet per level. Okay. How do we do the distance judge again?
The ruler? It's below the magnifying glass, and then you drag it out.
Okay, for some reason that's not working.
You're on the ruler, right? It's like the 5th tool down, I think. Yeah, there you go. Or I don't know if that was you.
I'll wait. How far away is the person from me?
Should be around, yeah. 65 feet? 66 feet from you?
65 feet? Okay, good. That's short range. I'm gonna shoot her.
Alright. What is her AC? Do you have any bonuses on top of these?
She
I should
is
know about?
definitely not human, so I'm pretty sure, unless we're in the hills and mountains, I don't have any.
You're in
extra
the
bonuses.
forest, so your first one will miss, but your other 2 shots will hit.
Okay. They are cold iron arrows, if it matters.
Ooh, it might. So, does someone just know this? I mean, it's kind of a spoiler, but damage resistance, is it for every hit or in total?
Every hit.
Every hit? Okay. So you can tell your shots definitely hit, but they do less damage than they should have done. And
That's fine.
visually, that's what happens.
Okay, so I say something like, those arrows didn't do the damage they should have. I don't know if you've got some kind of resistance.
You can make me another nature check just because you got a big one, and I'll give you some more information if you want as you notice this. Or planes, or religion, whatever your highest one is.
Technically, religion is my highest.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you know that because she's evil, good type weapons would definitely bypass her resistance. You know she's immune to disease, fear effects, and poison, and she's resistant to a bunch of elements and has some spell resistance.
Okay.
I won't give you specifics on those with that roll, but this is a tough creature. Anything else?
It'd be great if my fucking feet were killing me right now. No, I'm good. Thanks.
Shiraze.
Okay, so Shiraze is gonna move forward. Alright, and she is going to use her Wand of Charm Person on Natalia.
Ooh, interesting.
Wow, what a weird situation this is. Because she's really not in control of her own mind, so can she choose to, like, not resist?
Well, she failed her will save anyway. So she is charmed, but she's also dominated. Okay, so I'll make another will save to resist the dominate person, and you'll have a bonus.
This is
Dominate off.
what I would do. I would be like, okay, I'm supposed to go attack my enemies, but she's not my enemy, so I'm gonna go attack Escanor.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing. So she won't attack Shiraze. Shiraze becomes like a friend of you, but you still looking at Escanor and Saska with like murderous intent. Anything else, Shiraze?
That was a pretty snabby idea, though.
That'll end my turn.
Okay, Escanor. You want to give her another smooch on the...
Wanna give her a hug?
Well, problem though, she's both charmed and dominated now. Which one will it be?
That's true. I don't know. Natalia's being manipulated every which way right now. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out if you want to try it.
Right? Escanor totally at Saska and says, look at him! Isn't he a jerk at him?
You don't understand. I have 30 strength right now.
Yeah, I can totally hear your inner rage go.
She going next, too.
Escanor is slightly confused and more afraid of Natalia than the monster. So I'm going to click in my belt.
Ooh, hit the belt. We need some godly rolls here. Oh, 69! Is this gonna help?
Sex number.
Alright. As you push in your belt, you feel a lot stronger, but you also grow a bit. You get a +6 size bonus to your strength, -2 to your dex, +4 size bonus to your con, and +4 natural AC. I can say that again if I went too fast.
So +4 to natural AC.
Yeah, so it'll stack with other ACs you have. It's natural
Okay,
armor.
so if it's +4 to that, that puts me at 30 plus the AC I get from the belt already, so that puts me at 30.
There you go. You big
And
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
need
go
it.
ahead and take total defense as well.
That's a full round. Can you do belt and total defense?
Yeah, it's a bonus like yours.
Okay.
Or
Just-
mine or whatever.
All right, what do I gotta do here?
Okay, so your turn. So dominate person. Subjects resist this to control, and any subject forced to take action against its nature. So is it really against Natalia's nature to kill her friends? What do you think?
God,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so you get a new
Well, I
saving
don't know,
throw.
it's Natalia.
I might be like cold-hearted and bloodthirsty, but if I'm like
Yeah, I'm just
genuinely
joking.
friends with these people, I'm not gonna just stab him in the fucking back and like
What about
I'm gonna
Saskia?
kill you because it's fun.
Well, I mean,
You
you
don't
did
really like
say
Saskia
you would
that
drop
much,
us on the
right?
dime if it meant for you to progress on your own personal quest.
I was just joking. It's clearly not against her nature to murder these people that are helping her. So you get a new saving throw with +2. Go for it. Break the spell. DC 20.
Not one.
Ah, no!
Yeah, not one.
You are still dominated, and you see a clear big boy in front of you, Escanor Salazar.
I also feel it necessary to
Fuckers his
Okay.
lip.
if she has DR, the shots from my bow are considered magic. +2.
They are considered magical.
Just want to put that out there because I'm
So-
about to go full bore on her.
So you said you have cold. You were using cold iron. Does that count as cold damage?
No, cold iron bypasses things like certain supernatural creatures cannot be harmed by non-magical weapons. That it bypasses that.
Okay.
They're considered magic weapons.
So yeah, if you have magic, I guess that goes by her DR. So I'll give her the rest of the damage.
What's the attack roll for the claws?
Just do a melee attack roll.
Like 2 or just 1 for both?
2. So 2 melee attacks.
Why is my melee showing -3 temp mod?
Power attack.
Because you're double
Power
dominated.
attack.
Oh yeah.
Do any of these attacks hit you, Escanor,
Alright.
at full
I don't
defense?
think
Nope.
so.
You're blocking all her blows. Luckily, holy shit.
Right?
She would have murdered you, but...
You also have to imagine that even though you're blocking them, she's literally almost knocking you off your feet.
Yeah, I would imagine she's like, her eyes are blood red and she's a murderous like rampage. She just delivered 4 attacks to you, but Escanor stands tall with his shield and he's bigger now and he's blocking everything. Crazy.
I'm just smiling and grinning at her.
Are you sure you want to piss her off? Oh my lord. Okay, her turn again. She tries to no.
How
Oh
long
shit.
does this shit last?
How long does
Until
that
you
last?
break the save.
Oh god, you don't want to know. Break the
Awesome.
save. Ooh. Okay, so she.
Is aid another standard action?
It is. So she.
I just saw that dead body on the map. That's like a casualty from Natalia's attack.
Yeah, maybe. So she's got a speed of 30 feet. Ooh, the spellcaster is close to her. She comes up here. What's her reach?
I don't know. Is she a large creature?
She is. Good point.
Large creatures don't always have a
Yeah,
10-foot
no,
reach.
she's not large though. Anyway, but she has an ability where. Oof. So Shiraze, next to you, you see her long arm just extend and comes at you with her claw. But instead of 2 attacks, she can only get 1.
Nat
I
1.
have a feeling
Nat
this
1.
will
Her arm
hit
falls
you.
off. Nope, Nat 1. Arm falls off.
Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
You will take 4 damage.
Whoa!
Damn.
Don't laugh at her yet. You also take 3 damage of bleed and poison.
Is there anything I can do to resist that?
You can make me a fort save to resist the poison. That won't cut it. So you're roll me a d3. Okay, take 1 wisdom temporary damage. Do you have any bonuses against emotion effects?
Bonuses?
She's negative
Or negatives.
5 against emotional effects on forts.
Okay, well.
But hey, wait. Before you go on,
Uh-huh.
so do I just do -1 in the temp for the wisdom?
Yes.
Yep.
This creature is pretty crazy, so Shiraze, in your ear, you hear her whisper, "Your friends never liked you. They're gonna betray you the second they have the chance. You
Do I
can't
hear
trust
that?
them." And you can't treat any other creature as an ally or be the willing target of a spell or effect.
Okay.
So everyone else on this battlefield, you hear her words hit you deep, and you think, "Whoa, maybe these guys are gonna betray me." And you can't consider anyone here your ally. So I think that just means you can't willingly like be healed or something like that.
Guidance, all
Yeah,
So-
that stuff.
The
Also
question
means she
I have,
can't heal us.
True.
yeah. So the question I have though
Mhm.
is, so the -5 against emotional effects, is that just because I had basically, in essence, a 1 fort save? Is that why I hear that wisdom?
Yes, you failed your fort
Okay.
save, and this poison takes hold and does this to you.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sense of what is going on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also note that you have bleed damage.
How do I do that with conditions?
Bleeding can be stopped by DC 15 heal check or through application of any spells of cure points, so you can heal yourself. Basically, you're going to take bleed damage at the start of your turn next time.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about it until next turn.
Should
But
be,
do
the start
I
of,
just-
should be the start of the other person's, the bad guy's turn. Well, because I mean, if it wasn't, she would take bleed damage on the bad guy's turn, and then she's going to take bleed damage again in like.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Right
It
after
just
my
doesn't-
turn?
It doesn't say when it happens, but yeah, it can be on her turn. So she already took the
I mean,
bleed
it doesn't
damage.
really matter because
Yeah.
she already took the damage once. So.
Yeah, but you are bleeding at the moment. Sasuke.
Okay.
So remember we talked about this, John. This
Uh-huh.
the big giant died.
It is
right?
dead.
Okay, then I'm gonna power up my bow.
Power your bow. Whisper your
Okay.
elven words.
No, it yells. So basically, I point my bow to the sky and say, "Death to my enemies," and I'm gonna shoot her.
And you declare her your enemy?
I declare her my enemy.
Ooh.
Fuck, I don't know if that 20 hits, but the other should hit.
The 20 does not hit, but the other two will hit. She takes some massive damage as your arrows puncture her. She's looking weak. Anything else?
Do I know that Shiraz is affected emotionally?
Give me a sense motive.
I mean, I'm not doing anything that would actually matter. I just want to call out to her, don't listen to the lies.
Give me a sense motive. Yeah, you can tell that she's kind of looking at you guys with like distrust. Like it's not like she like hates you, but it doesn't look like she thinks you guys are on her side, kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna yell out as I shoot her. Don't listen to the lies. It's what she does.
Oh, as you shoot the monster, I was like, "Do not be afraid. I'm shooting you. It's for your own good."
Damn it, move! Just stop moving. I missed you.
Jesus. Shiraze.
Shiraze is going to look at this creature, and she is going to cast this.
Ooh, what is this?
Gonna give her a fever.
Do you want to change your action? Because I did tell you she's immune to diseases. Is this disease?
Oh, let's see.
Creatures with immune to disease are also immune to Eldritch thing.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll change what I'm doing then.
You should put on her.
What? Oh, you're wanting me to vomit swarm? I was like, what? Wait, what?
Vomit Swarm's like, I just want to let you know, Vomit Swarm's a really good spell because it doesn't require, like, there's no, like, to hit or anything. It's just, you just take constant damage.
Okay, give me, like, 2 seconds here.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully I can fuck her up again before Whitney kills us all.
I don't know if her death
I
ends
got
the
her.
spell. Well, I mean, she's not controlling her anymore, so I guess it would. Actually, I'm not sure it does. Because it just the last line here, if you don't spend at least 1 round concentrating on the spell each day, their subject receives a new saving throw, so she's already done that today.
So
Well,
she
we'll
doesn't
figure it out.
keep getting, like, saving throws to, like, resist? Or...
Yeah, every time it's her turn, she'll get a saving throw. To resist.
It's alright, I got her, guys.
Alright, so...
Is this creature going to be the thing that breaks all of this group up?
Not like... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to vomit a swarm of wasps.
Ooh. And you got a token for that, right?
I do.
A swarm of spiders.
Yeah, but she's doing wasps.
Oh, wasps. Okay. That thing is way too big. It should be... Oh, wait, is it supposed to be large?
No. I think it's because I dragged it out from the sidebar instead of...
So now the question is, does the swarm count as a creature? One creature. I would say yes, right? Or I don't know.
It had that there are actually specific rules for swarm.
Yeah. Just because when things come close to her, something happens, but it's only like creatures, and they are wasps, so I would say this doesn't work. So yeah, go ahead. You should have the wasp character sheet. You can just attack, right, with it?
Yeah.
Go for it. Oh, unfortunately. Oh wait, don't swarms automatically hit? Yeah, the roll doesn't
I
matter.
thought they did.
They
I thought
do. They do.
automatically hit.
They do. But she is immune to poison, so the 6 damage will still happen. But you see, it seems not to affect her.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that. She's probably got the DR.
Yeah.
And
But,
then I'm
mhm.
going to am I so she already touched me, so I know that I'm in her threat radius, so I can take a 5-step back, correct?
You can take a 5-foot step back. Yes.
Okay. Alright, that'll be my turn.
Escanor, you got a crazed Natalia in front of you, ready to rip your throat out and drink your blood. What do you want to do?
Still smiling in total defense.
Oh my lord, man's playing with fire. Natalia, this man mocks you in front of you. Oh, right. Oh my lord, you need a will save of DC 20. You get a +2, not enough.
Damn it, I wanted to aid her too, but
Kill Escanor. What is your AC, sir?
Well, it's 32 before total defense, so no.
Oh my lord. Natalia just can't break through Escanor's defenses.
probably pissing her off too.
Her turn again. So she sees the ranger fucking her up from far away.
So could talking to her like increase her will?
Mechanically no, but I mean, if you think of something really creative, maybe I can do
Eat
something.
another, right?
Oh well, yeah, you could essentially do
Well-
need another, but I don't know if you want to waste your action.
Right, but in my situation, next time around, on top of doing, I'm intending to do total defense again, but as I'm smiling to her, I'm gonna look at her and say, "Don't make me have to kiss you."
Oh god. Roll me a diplomacy check, and then Natalia roll me a sense motive. If you beat her sense motive, she will take no damage from that.
Just want to let you, just to say, the swarm cannot hurt her, right?
If it rolls above a 10, it can.
Okay, then it should have got an attack of opportunity.
She did, and it rolled a 20,
Okay.
which misses. Or the 10 damage doesn't hurt it. It automatically hits, but it
Okay.
does not pierce her damage resistance. Escanor, I'm looking for a diplomacy.
Okay.
Or your best charisma. If you have a better charisma ability, you can use that.
Diplomacy, intimidate.
Yeah, either any of those that are your best. Beat her sense motive, and I'll
Bluff, diplomacy.
I'll
or
give her another
intimidate.
save.
Hmm. I have negative
So-
2s in each of those.
All right, I'll let you
So-
roll one more time for advantage.
So funny. So this is what Escanor does. Don't make me fucking A you hit hard.
Just roll again and see if I get lucky.
Yeah. One more roll. No, she can see through your bullshit. You're not gonna kiss her. But yes, so she moves here. Ooh. She looks at Escanor and gazes at you. And you need to make me a charisma save. So as she looks at you, You are panicked.
She
And-
casting something?
No, she literally just looked at you. It's one of her innate abilities. You are panicked for 1 round and shaken for 2 rounds afterwards.
So panic means he takes off.
He's ready to run.
Okay. I better kill it.
Saska.
Turret mode, baby!
The 29 will hit home.
The 35 is not a crit.
And that will kill her. She will die.
I'll basically look at Natalia and say, look, he's dead. He's dead. We're your friends.
I'll give Natalia another saving throw at +5.
Okay, I'm trying to give her an 8 another.
Sure. 8 her.
Oh my god!
That won't pass. So we'll stay in combat until Natalia and Esconor's condition are gone. Shiraze.
I hate to say it, Shiraza, but you need to CC her or something.
Oh, need to-
Good call.
Slumber. Cause a creature within 30 feet to fall in a deep magical sleep as per the sleep spell. I guess that's a fail?
Yeah, it's like witches level plus
10 plus half your level plus your intelligence modifier.
So Natalia collapses to the floor snoring. And I guess we can come out of combat, because I think that will be the end of the thread here. Good job, Shiraze.
So, am I good, or do I still have
Yeah,
to pull?
Sasuke can like stop you from running and slap you a few times, and you'll snap out of it eventually.
All right.
Ooh.
I'll disengage the belt.
Is that the word you use? Belt disengage.
No, I just disengage it. Make it so.
I'm just making note here of the experience for her. Jesus.
Huh.
I actually did not recognize that mob.
Why is she
Yeah, wake her back up.
Do it in total defense though.
No, I'll say the effect can wear off after she's being affected by the sleep, and then
I was gonna say, we kind of
The
looked it
creature's
up,
dead.
and I'm like, we're gonna have to keep her ass asleep for 8 days.
no, it's after time, like she sleeps and then it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
Loot?
I'm
Do you
not
have any
waking her.
loot?
stabilize.
On me for the bleed effect.
Ah, yes. Yeah, you can, or a cure spell will just clean it up too, but yeah. Oh. But the poison. Make me another fort save. Ooh, I was gonna say, could you sleep her? But yeah, that is you would do that to not your ally anyway. But I mean,
Yeah.
you're-
Well, that was the thing. Like, it wasn't like I was doing it out of trying to save Natalia, but more of I saw her as a threat because she was doing what the.
Take another. Roll me a d3 and take that wisdom damage. You hear this paranoid whispering in your ear, even though she's dead, but you hear it. You just hear, "You have to kill them all. They're gonna kill you in your sleep. You can't trust them.
So I take 3 wisdom damage.
Yes, you do.
How do I get that off of me?
Make me a heal check. And maybe you can tell everyone what's going on. Yeah, so you know that you need to cure this with some sort of like poison curing, or like an ability that cures poison, or you need to like pass your save. This is some deadly poison going on here. Does anyone have a way to fix poison? Cure poison, anyone?
That's what I'm looking to see if I have anything like that.
So basically, that was how many rounds of that? 2?
2, yeah.
So you got a few more rounds of this. So if no one says anything, give me another fort save.
I'm sorry. I keep trying to. So many fucking windows. I'm trying to look on the wagon to see if there's any cure potions on the wagon.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
So
Roll another D3.
Reroll that use your luck thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do.
Do it.
So just a regular like cure moderate wounds won't cure me if.
No, cure spells don't cure poisons, I'm pretty sure. Unless someone wants to rule lawyer me.
No, they don't.
Unfortunately, that will not save. This is tough poison. Roll me a D3.
Use a heal. I use my heal skill to try and help her.
Yes.
Okay, well, the wagon has very poor heal skills, so. Okay, here's my heal.
What did you get? 17. Let's see. Yeah, you can tell this is definitely... I'll give you information about it. So you can tell this is the poison from her thorns. You can tell that you're close to... With the herbs around and your knowledge as like a ranger in the woods, you have the stuff that you can do to treat the poison, but it looks like you're going to need to develop a better method of doing it, aka the DC is 22 you need to make on that. And
so yeah, all I wanted to do was give her a bonus to her save.
So other people can aid her. Can you aid her for? I don't think she can be aided her for here.
That's what I was doing for my heal check. My heal check was supposed to be an aid.
Could we rub her back? You know, like you got this.
I'm doing things like, okay, well, here's the problem. The thorn is still sitting. Thorn is still sitting in your wound. Let's get that out. Let's clean it out. That kind of thing.
I mean, I don't want to be a dick, but you guys aren't her allies right now. Would she let you touch her? I'll let Shiraz figure that out.
I mean, the Shiraze does not have an aversion to being touched. Like,
Okay.
I mean, as long as it's not like a violation.
I mean, I'll do the whole RP thing where we sit down and I said,
I don't think Shirazi should let people aid her. Not that I want this to be shitty, but she has literally -5 against emotional effects, which means emotional things like war. So this shit would be like shaking her, in my opinion, more
okay,
than
well,
the normal person.
What about you? Don't you have the ability to like charm
I'm
people,
asleep!
command people?
Wake her up.
I wake up.
I'm worried about waking her up. Okay.
You could reliably. The effect's over. She died. You
I
slept
shake her
She was
awake.
charmed. Yeah.
Wake up!
I also want to make sure that the woman thing that we just killed doesn't have like an antidote on her or anything like that.
Let's see. Ooh, she does have a loot drop. Let's see what she had. If you
Right?
roll,
One potion of cure poison.
yeah, if you roll that, that'll be some fucking crazy thing.
Scroll of remove.
So while I'm rolling this, someone say some actions you want to do.
I'm literally. I think I'm still trying to convince her to let me use my heal skill on her. Like, just even though she wouldn't let me, I'm just that's what I want to be RPing right now. Shiraze, it's me, Saska. We've been together for months now. We traveled with you to Geffen. We're on a mission to go rescue your friend Amara. You've been affected
Well,
by
he's
that
doing that. I'm
dead thing over
trying to
there.
wake up Natalia and explaining to her that Shiraz isn't.
Shiraze's curled up in a ball. She's like, kind of. I'm gonna say.
I'm getting her flask and giving her like a drink of her flask. Oh no, that's the other one, right? The other one's addicted to alcohol.
Yeah, the other one's addicted to alcohol.
The other one.
So Shiraze is, kind of curled up in a ball. She's kind of focused inward, and she is looking to herself for guidance.
Yeah, so before the next round, I'm just looking at the items she had in her, whatever this rose dress was. There's a scroll of glitter dust, a scroll of magic circle against good, scroll of resist energy, wand of animate rope, wand of magic weapon, wand of shield. I'll copy and paste these if you want. In the loot section, but it looks like nothing to really help her out here. So Natalia's awake. Did anyone want to do anything before her next round of damage?
I cast a charm person.
Oh, sorry. Charm person. Make me a will save, Shiraze. Ooh, you resist her charm person. She's trying to charm you, but Natalia's really trying to stab you in the back. And yeah, so this is the 4th round.
Yeah.
So roll me a fort save. Ooh.
And I have guidance.
Unfortunately, was anyone able to aid her?
You told me I couldn't.
Well, I mean, I want to leave that up to you guys. Do you guys want to RP if you can?
I was literally, my heal roll was to try and aid her fort save. That's literally what
I
I was
mean,
trying to do. I'm not,
To try and aid the fact that we're not hostile to her, I think all of us have our
that's
weapons
right. We
sheathed
can't,
at this.
we can't aid her because we're CS' allies right now.
So there is a heal
So
check you can make
interesting.
to treat poison. That's what I was using that for. So you can literally treat this poison with a successful heal check.
No, I was going for to try to aid her in her fort save, but okay. But we can't aid her, so I'm okay.
All right, I'll let that one pass, but you have to make okay, so this round you won't take any damage.
Okay.
So next round of stuff. What is everyone doing? How much wisdom do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I have 6.
Ooh, okay.
Because when you reach 0, you die.
Yeah. I know.
I literally have nothing that I can do. Okay, I have no spells, no. I have nothing on my character sheet that has.
With a successful heal check, you can treat the poison. Command.
Yeah,
what is your command?
What's the
DC 22 to treat the poison.
Yeah, I can't hit that. Well, actually, I guess I could. Somebody aid me in my heal. Can somebody aid me with heal? I need to roll a 16, and I have a.
You are aided.
I would need to roll a 16.
You are double aided, +4.
Double aided, okay? So.
Wait, what's your command?
I was just gonna tell her I can't really command a whole lot, so I was just gonna command her to just not move, because I had one other idea as long as she doesn't
Make
move,
me a will
basically.
save, Shiraze. This is a mind affecting effect, so -5 on your will save. Yeah, you are commanded to stay still.
So the only other thing that literally Natalia has on her that might be of any help or anything that she could, because I can't do jack shit for poison, I'm just going to walk up to her, like curled up in her little ball, and put my little stone piece of the cereal statue that I have just in her hand and close her hand around it and say a silent prayer to my goddess to help heal her.
Let's see if her
Okay,
prayer helps.
I don't have any. I'm trying to look to see if I have anything that's gonna be bonus. I don't. Here's my heal roll. That go through?
Oh
Jesus.
no!
Sweet. I'm using Shirazi's left. I'm
Ah,
rolling.
yes. Okay, 15 plus the 4. You don't have any other bonuses?
Isn't Catfolk
I don't
your
know.
favorite friend?
My favorite
I really
friend.
like her.
Okay, one last round of this. Make me a fort save. Roll me a d3.
She's never gonna make the will save, by the way, with the -5 against emotional effects.
Oh, is it? She can't roll. Oh,
She can't possibly.
-2 to your wisdom. And again, you hear the whispers that these people are trying to kill you right now. You can't trust them, but you're commanded to stay still, so you can't move.
Should I try another heal?
Yeah. So at this point, because the poison's kind of run its course, you'll be able to like just fully get rid of it. But that was spoopy.
Very. I have 4 wisdom left.
We'll figure out how that heals. It's 10 o'clock. I think people got to go, right? So
Yeah, I need to
I'll-
get my kid to bed.
I'll just note down that you have this wisdom damage. I'll let you know how to get rid of that after.
Okay.
So keep that there for now.
Will it stay in my character sheet even after I close it, or do I
Yeah,
need
it
to
should.
make-
It should.
Yep.
Wait, you don't have to stick around just to experience and stuff. It's up to you if you want to stick around.
It's fine, I can do that real fast.
Okay. For slaying this gruesome creature, I feel like it's not enough experience to give you some heck. But you know what? It was a good challenge. Some poison
Oh
to deal
shit!
with.
You know, if I could manage to get a spell, I could have helped a little.
But yeah, 6,400 experience total for killing her. We're gonna do 300 experience each for roleplay. And you can take a bulk 2,000 for everyone, so you gotta split that up for the story and RP and everything that you did.
Alrighty. Good game tonight, folks.
So I got 2,400 experience for each of us.
Sounds good. My legs really hurt, and I'm kind of bleeding all over the place. So
Oof. Alright, guys. Sorry if that was a
good
little bit
game,
annoying,
good
but
game. No, it wasn't annoying.
I
I
don't want to
actually
gloss it
that
over as the
turned-
first,
this
like,
gaming
yeah.
this gaming session turned out way better than I thought it was. I thought Sasuke was just going to be like, "Fuck you, I'm out of here."
Yeah, I mean, the thing is it's good to